Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to the Great North here in Warrendale, Pennsylvania. It is PIHL girls action here from the Baierl Ice Complex. We are on the World Rink tonight, so you're going to see a little bit different of a camera angle than you normally see. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Pittsburgh Hockey Digest on 10band.tv. You can watch on your computer, on your smart TV, however you want to watch. Thank you for joining us here on a Tuesday evening. It is opening night for the PIHL Girls League. We got the Central and the North squads here this evening. For the Central squad, it'll be number 5, Jackie Sullivan. Dara Patton will be wearing number 8. Abby Dilly will be wearing number 10. Sophia Skatana will be wearing number 12. Danica Klimek will be wearing 13. Katarina Nemec will be wearing 14. Paige Riddy will be wearing number 17. Reagan Safko will be wearing 18. Reagan Sullivan will be wearing 19. Voila Adderholt will be wearing 21. Number 23, backing up tonight, Kristen Albertini. Starting in goal tonight, number 29, Brady Blackburn. 30, Kayla McCarthy. 57 will be Ellie Martin. Susan Nelson will be wearing number 68 tonight. Alex Chappell will be wearing number 70. And Caitlin Carnes will be wearing 81. Scratch tonight, number 77, Bella Alsop. Head coach is William Alsop this year, and Mike Safko will assist him on the bench. To the opposite side, wearing the red, it'll be the North squad. Wearing number 2 will be Iris Hong. Number 4 will be Lily Randolph. Renata Petrella will be wearing 10. Eve Cooper will be wearing 12. Dylan Reve will be wearing 16. Riley Bianculi will be wearing number 17. Number 20 will be Natalie Dolan. Number 22 will be Dahlia Cooper. Number 23 will be Tegan Mell. Number 25 will be Rowan Weibel. Number 35, starting in goal tonight, Willow Starkey. Number 53, backing her up, will be Sarah Brognier. Number 65 will be Margaret Longwell. Number 66 will be Olivia Baker. Number 71, Ava Whitling. Number 82, Madison Kirsch. And number 94 is Lydia Seuss. Head coach for this North squad will be Anthony Reve. Jennifer Irwin will back him up, and Jeff Tyndall will back him up. We've got a score already from the Palmer Imaging Arena, where we're already underway on this season. I'll just give you a little bit of an update from there. It is 1-0 on a goal by Ashlyn LeBlanc, assisted by the overtime hero last season in a championship game, Kylie McKenzie. So that game is 1-0 East over the debuting Northeast squad. We'll be back momentarily with the opening face-off here of the Girls League at the Baierl Ice Complex. I'm Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me. Just real quick, sorry about that. Scratch for North, number 18, Julia Fuchs. Julia Fuchs is a scratch for the North squad tonight. Carlins and Patico will be your officials for this evening. Waiting the teams to line up for the opening faceoff. As I always say here, we'll get the names with the numbers as the game progresses. Eventually, I'm going to put down this scorecard, and you won't have to worry about it. A lot of them will be returning, so I should be able to recognize a lot of them. Some you never heard before when you're watching the Girls League. A lineup at center, and Carlins will drop the puck, and we are underway here with the Girls League. North will collect the puck behind the net. To be picked up by the Central squad. I believe that was Reagan Sullivan. Up for Reagan Safko. It'll bounce around. North will pick it up and just dump it back in. It'll go down the ice. It'll be chased down by Safko. A little bit of pressure by Renata Petrella. Get around. Skatena will pass that one up along the board. It's going to make its way out. Opportunity coming the other way. Reagan Sullivan on a lone shot. Save made. A little battle in the corner. North will pass that one up for Petrella. Petrella throws one down the ice. It'll go the length, and we will have an icing call. 16:07 remaining. Central, the runner-up for the inaugural Girls Cup last season. Paige Riddy will step in with Olivia Baker. It'll be a battle along to center. Out comes North. Hervé gives it up to Dilly. They'll battle along the near wall. Like I said, the angles are a little bit different here on the World Rink. Long will throw in down the ice where Jackie Sullivan just lets it go for icing, and we'll face off all the way back in the North zone. Battle of varsity goaltenders, as Willow Starkey played for Mars this season. Brady Blackburn backed up for the PIHL Division II champion Ringgold Rams. North will dump this one up along the boards. Long has a hard time with that. Sullivan tries to backhand it across. Back down, in comes Central. Shot on by Adderholt and saved by Blackburn. She'll hold on to it. I'm sorry, Willow Starkey. A lot of players have switched teams this season, so I'm going to have a hard time remembering who's on what team. If you didn't know about last year, Jim Black reminded me that I couldn't remember to keep his daughter's names straight, because I covered both of them over a couple years. Back around, Seuss will collect the puck, come up along the boards. Kept in by Central, and it'll be cleared back out. We're in for Susan Nelson. It'll just go back in and an icing call. 14:28 remaining in the first period. Icing will come back all the way down. Scoreless here. Face-off coming down to the right of North starter Willow Starkey. One back by the North squad. In the near corner. Sapko's shot bounces off a leg and goes back along into the near wall. Central collects. Go around. Up, and we missed by Sullivan. They picked up, and North will collect it, bring it out into the zone, and dumped in by the North squad. Sarah Patton will dump that one up along the boards. It'll be dumped in past Sullivan. Collected by Natalie Dolan. Dolan battles on the half wall. Cleared up to the point and kept in by Central. Shot on above Willow Starkey. Maggie Longwell. This puck go past her, and it'll be cleared up by the North squad back out and dumped in by Central. They'll go back and forth. Opportunity at center ice. Hong leaves it up. Opportunity for Baker was thwarted, and it's going to be brought along the half wall. North throws it back along and clears it out. Sullivan collects it along the near wall and dumps it back in. Be cleared back up for Sullivan. Into the zone. Sullivan waits, comes in around, looks for the shot. It stays along the half wall. Thrown across to nobody. Picked up by Natalie Dolan. Dolan behind the net. Carries it out, and in comes North. North into the zone. Up along, pass clears on the net, where Brady Blackburn just redirects it back up to Ellie Martin. Ella Martin will just pass that one out for Alex Chappell. Chappell into the zone, shoots one that's sticked away by Starkey, and it'll go back out. Kept in nicely by Central. Abby Dilly, who had an overtime winner, I believe, in the semifinals. Shot on and saved by Willow Starkey. All right, face-off one to the North squad, and they'll clear back in. Opportunity here for Lily Randolph. Back across. It'll be dumped in. Past Bianculli. She'll battle along the half wall, kept nicely. It'll be shot around. Susan Nelson in the far corner. Nelson picks it up, carries it out. Brings it in herself. Nelson waits, shot on, save made, goes through everything, goes wide of the net. Back around, looking to capitalize. It's Hong. Bianculli couldn't hold on to it, so it's going to be picked up by the Central squad. And offside is the call. 10:23 remaining in the first period. Still scoreless here at the Baierl Ice Complex. Will face off just in front of us. Dara Patton. Dara Patton will just dump that one along for Sullivan. Sullivan gets the pass in. Opportunity here. Shot saved by Starkey on a shot by Kayla McCarthy. Be thrown in front by the Central squad, blocked. Here comes North, trying to come the other way. Up and thrown across. Offside is the call. They called for it, waiting for it. Petrella tries to get back on 10 seconds after the whistle. We'll face off just in front of us. 9:55 to go in the first period. Face off one by the North squad. Longwell. That's where Petrella stays in this time, and it'll be dumped around. Central will pick it up for Sullivan, but blocked along the near wall. They'll battle in. It'll go past Safko. Sarah Patton. It's a hard time with that. Natalie Dolan looks for the pass in front. Nice pass opportunity for Petrella. Bounces around to the outside. Down north with a good opportunity there. Back around, looking for Skatena. Sophia Skatena passes one out. It's going to be picked up, coming the other way is Kayla McCarthy. McCarthy up along the near wall. Loses the puck, an opportunity. North coming the other way. Gersich leaves it, but it's going to be picked up by Central, and Central squad will bounce that one back out. Collected and dumped the length of the ice. Caitlin Carnes attempts clearing pass is picked up. She'll get it back, and she'll get it back across for Nemec. Nemec into the zone. Nemec in and around. It's going to be picked up, and going the other way is North. Reve into the zone. Nemec can't get to it. Reve will get it. It'll stay on the north side of the ledger. Nemec will collect it, but nice pick there by Hong. Back across. For Sullivan. Sullivan into the zone. She'll just dump it in, try to get the change. It'll go in behind. It'll be picked up by Tegan Mel. And length of the ice. Icing is the call. 8 minutes remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Sorry, at the Baierl Ice Complex. I was talking to somebody about Alpha a little bit earlier. Susan Nelson battles along the near wall. She's able to dump it across. Klimek was just holding off to the side. Nelson keeps the puck for herself. Throws a backhand in behind. It's going to be picked up by Eve Cooper. Cooper dumps one out. Oh, almost turned. It was turned over to Dilly. Up across, and Dilly will try to keep it in. And she does, but North's going to be able to clear it out. Chappell, offside, needs to get back on, does so. Susan Nelson will take the puck and dump this one off the near wall. Nelson up, be cleared up, back to Nelson. They'll play Pong, and Nelson will bring it back in. Nelson's shot will be off a stick and bounce behind the net. Eve Cooper for Nelson. They'll battle along the near wall. Back out, Alex Chappell. Alex Chappell's shot will go behind the net. Back up, Safko on the backhand, throws one up on the half wall. Klimek couldn't get to it, so it does come out. Back up for Safko, over to Nelson. Susan Nelson will bounce that one up for Ella Martin. Ellie Martin. So the Reagan Sullivan behind for Chappell. I'm sorry, for Kayla McCarthy. And then it'll come back out. North coming the other way. And around opportunity here. North throws over the pass. Shot just goes over the net. Comes back out. Here comes Central. Both teams getting their skates back under them. North has a hard time there. They'll battle in front of us. North will just dump that one back into the zone, back behind. It'll be Reagan Safko. She'll collect the puck on the far wall. Bounces one out. That's for McCarthy. Kayla McCarthy will just get into the zone. Waits, shot on by Reagan Sullivan. Back up to the point for Jackie Sullivan, and it'll be cleared out. Caitlin Carnes passes one up for Sullivan. She gets tipped in front, and out comes the North squad. And Katarina Nemec holds on to it. It's going to be cleared out by North. It'll be an icing call here. 5:11 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Baierl Ice Complex. Paige Riddy will step in. for the Central squad. Up against Margaret Lonwell. Oh, sorry, but Paige Baker, I'm sorry. Sorry, Olivia Baker, new name to me. Hong will leave it up for Sullivan. Sullivan battles off. It'll go back out to the point. Wrong. She'll carry it out across. Iris will bring it in and picked up by the Central squad. Kept in by North on a nice little tip by Weigel. Cooley couldn't get to it, so she'll let it go to her teammate and she'll dump it up behind. Central will pick it up on the near wall and looks for the pass out. Rive can't get to it, but it is a nice play by her teammate Bianculli and dumped back out. North will just dump it back in where Carnes collects it. Take it in front of the Central bench. Up for Ellie Martin. Martin leaves it for Chapel. They'll battle along the near wall. They'll be picked up by Nelson. Dump behind for Chapel, but goes past her. Deegan Mell waits behind her to be dumped up. And around. Mell behind. A little bit of pressure, just looks up to the half wall. It'll be cleared up, but Nelson keeps it in. Back for Mel. Kept in by North, and it'll be cleared up and down the ice. Dilly has a easy time getting it out of the zone. And here comes North again. Shot on goes wide of Blackburn. Nelson picks it up. And she's going to be separated by Whitling and gives it over to Kirch. Kirch brings in an opportunity here. Right shot scores! Little dipsy doodle in front. North leads 1-0. Came in and was able to shake Brady Blackburn and the scoreboard. And the North takes a 1-0 lead. Nice little move inside, outside, and back of the net. Face off coming up center here. Kirst will just dump this one along to her teammate. It'll go back into the zone. Safco couldn't collect it. Back up. And here comes the Central squad. McCarthy. Shot on, save made, rebound, scores! Kayla McCarthy ties things up. 2:44 remaining in the first period. One is your score now. We'll face off at center ice. McCarthy and Kirst will take the puck. They'll battle in front. Opportunity here for Sullivan. Patton will just dump this one along. Backhanded back out. Kirst will carry it into the zone. Brings it in. Separated off the puck into the near corner. Back to Sullivan. It's going to go out to Dolan. Dolan shot low. Save by Blackburn. Back around. Picked up and dumped up to Skatana. Sophie Skatana. Into the zone. Waits. For Dara Patton. And I apologize if I am botching names. I'll get them throughout the year. You can fix it in the YouTube feed comments if you wish. I do read them as the game goes. Dara Patton. Waits, comes in across, looking for Hong. Back down up for Longwell. Longwell waits, back for Hong. And she'll lose the puck when gets it back. Patton is a little bit of a mess in front of the net. They will pick it up, bounce it off the near wall. Olivia Baker. Baker throws one up. It's going to be picked up by Sophie Skatana. Into the zone. Skatana, Pine Richland product. And I'm usually better at getting the high schools there, but trying to get my feet under me again. The broadcast side. Out, here comes the North squad. In for Baker. Baker into the zone. They'll battle in the near wall. Be picked up and cleared up by Caitlin Carnes, and here comes Central the other way. Nemec into the zone. It's going to be picked up and cleared up. They're going to have a little bit of trouble, so it'll have to work in front of us. Picked up by Paige Riddy. Riddy gives it up, and it'll be dumped into the zone. Back around for Sullivan. Jackie Sullivan waits. Attempted to keep in by Lily Randolph to complete the play. So they'll wait for it. 30 seconds to go in the period. Up for Nemec. Behind the net, Caitlin Carnes takes the puck. It's thrown on net and held on to by Brady Blackburn, and we'll have another faceoff. 15.9 seconds remaining in the first period. 1-1 is your score. We cleared up, kept in by the North squad, thrown on net, save by Blackburn. Cooper throws one around, and it will be 3 seconds to go. Caitlin Carnes will just tie up her forward, and we'll go to a second period here with your score, 1-1 here at the Baierl Ice Complex. All right, back here at the Baierl Ice Complex, face-off on the second period. It's 1-1 on goals by Kirsch and McCarthy. It'll be won by Central. They'll dump it up along the boards for Skatena. Back in, Natalie Dolan across. North's having a hard time with Central's forecheck. In across, Skatena shot. Save made by Willow Starkey. And back out. Kirsch couldn't get to it, so Nelson will bounce that one in. McCarthy back across for Whitling, and it'll come back out. Across for Skatena in front of us. Back across for McCarthy into the zone. McCarthy waits, throws one in front, opportunity here for Central. Skatena couldn't get to it. Picked up by the North squad, and out past Petrella it goes. Goes down for Susan Nelson. Nelson passes one out to Skatena. She'll pick it up, and across she goes. Looking for Sullivan. Back down, Whitling will just let that one go in. Behind Petrella. Comes over, and Skatena will take it on the near wall. Skatena up for McCarthy in front. McCarthy into the zone. Waits for it, and it's going to be tipped across by Dolan. Out of zone comes Mel. Mel across. Around a little bit of a mess in front, and it'll be picked up and carried out by Safco. Up opportunity here for Adderholt. Adderholt behind, throws one around. It'll be picked up by Dylan Rivet. Dara Patton battles along, and it'll go across through. Reagan Safco collects it. Safco into the near corner. Across and save made by Starkey. 14:57 remaining in the second period. Scoreless here. I'm sorry, 1-1 is your score. Scoreless in the second period. North and Central tied up at the Baierl Ice Complex. Chapel shot on, goes to Martin. Martin is blocked in front, goes back into the near corner. North has a hard time with that. Klimek back for Chapel. Chapel throws one off the net, and it'll go past. Behind the net, and Safco will go back for the icing call. Another face-off coming up to the right of Starkey. North wins the face-off. Up along the half wall they come. Cooper into the zone. Loses the puck, back out. Comes the Central squad. Here comes Chapel. Chapel throws one backhand on net, goes over to Starkey. Starkey had to watch out for an errant stick in front. It gets deflected back out, but she's able to jump on it. 14:13 remaining in the second period. North wins the faceoff. Dolan up for Petrella. It'll be cleared out. Opportunity here. McCarthy waits, comes into the zone. McCarthy around a couple defenders. Comes in, opportunity shot, goes up and above. Come back out. Kirch leaves one out. Up, McCarthy will pick it up. McCarthy back in, it's gonna be cleared out. Skatena throws one across and is dumped into Sullivan. Up across, back for Skatena. Into the zone, Skatena. Looks like a shot on by Reagan Sullivan. And a save made by Starkey. 13:21 remaining in the second period. Paige Riddy steps in with Olivia Baker, and it's going to be won by Baker. Hong will just knock that one out. It'll be bounced in to the zone. Hong has a hard time collecting that one. A little bit of help here from Baker into the zone. Olivia Baker throws one across. It'll be shot on and saved. 13:01 remaining. 1-1 is your score here at the Baierl Ice Complex. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Alive on 10band.tv. Thanks to Todd Kazarowski and the crew for letting us join again this year. You can watch this game on your Roku and Amazon Fire enabled smart televisions or on the web at our Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page. 12:56 to go. There was a save made by Blackburn. Blackburn from Bentworth, played for Ringgold this season. cleared up, and Central squad will carry it out. Opportunity coming in. Susan Nelson. Nelson into the zone. Skates back around. It's going to be picked up by Adderholt. Around for Dilly. Dilly couldn't keep it in, so it's going to be... No, they're going to say it's still onside. So back around. North will collect it. Hong into the zone. Throws one on net. Gloved by Starkey. 12:16 to go. Face-off coming up to the left of the senior from Mars. Thrown around. Reagan Safko. Alex Chappell will just dump that one around. Be chased down by Eve Cooper. Cooper throws one through. Picked up by Klimek. And Kirch will leave it across, and Klimek right in front of us. Gets her pocket picked by Kirch, but there'll be a nice play by Dara Patton, and the puck will be passed out to Alex Chappell. Klimek can't get to it, so it's going to be picked up by Kirch, and it'll go across. Dumped in by the Central squad. 11:20 remaining in the second period. Patton comes across. McCarthy looking for the backhand, can't complete it. Nice play there by Lydia Seuss to separate the puck. It'll be picked up and carried out by the North squad. Hirsch into the zone. Gets around a defender nicely. Opportunity here. Shot on, and save made by Blackburn. 10:57 to go in the second period. Nice play to get in there by Kirch. Face off one by Kirch, and it'll be in the near corner. They'll battle along the near wall. Picked up and carried out Sullivan. Throws one across, it'll be tipped off. Opportunity dump back into the zone. Petrella. Petrella, top of the circle, waits, goes down low. Petrella, backhand, across, Longwell. Waits, throws one through the crease, save by Blackburn, goes back out. North buzzing like bees. Petrella. Battle down low, and it's going to be picked up by McCarthy. McCarthy into the zone. Comes in around Longwell. Back down for Skatena for McCarthy. Throws one in front. Nobody home, and it's going to be tipped back out. Central will have to regroup. No icing on the play. 9:50 remaining in the second period. Up past Nemec. Up for Riddy. Paige Riddy on the backhand. Brings it across onside. Has Adderholt here. Adderholt brings one across for center. Nobody home. Shot on. Oh, nice shot by Caitlin Carnes. It'll come back out. Picked up by the Central squad, and in comes Natalie Dolan. Opportunity here. Brought in. Shot by Dolan. Scores! Natalie Dolan. 9:13 remaining in the second period, and it's 2-1 North. Dolan just was able to regroup, collect the puck at the southeast corner of the circle, and just fire one past Brady Blackburn. 2-1. Mel will take the puck behind, passes it up, and across. Up by Biancula. They'll wait, throw it across, opportunity here, Blackburn. Redirects it around to the corner. Cut from Mel. Picks up the puck on a half wall, throws one through the crease. Randolph. Chappell around for Randolph. Back down behind. Central will pick it up. Sullivan behind the net. Sullivan bounces one off the forwards backside and has to regroup. It'll be picked up by Chappell, but carrying it back in is Cooper. Behind will be Caitlin Carnes. And Chappell will take it. Back around for Kirch. And back out. Whitling dumps it back into the zone. Picked up by Caitlin Carnes. Carnes, it's stick checked. And out comes the Central squad, but it'll be picked up and dumped in by Whitling. Skatena behind the defense. Skatena looking over, finds McCarthy. McCarthy shot. Oh, just goes up high. Sullivan around, looking in front for Skatena, and it's going to be picked up and coming the other way. That is Seuss. And Sullivan, Jackie Sullivan, across, looks for Skatena, she'll just dump it into the zone. Reagan Sullivan, the near corner. It'll be cleared up, and North trying to get an opportunity here. Central cooking right now. They'll get the puck, and it'll be dumped around. Opportunity here for McCarthy. McCarthy in the corner, waits, looks around. In front, shot by Reagan Sullivan. And it'll go back out. Or Dilly will dump that one behind the net. Back out for Hong. And into the zone they go. Nelson bounces one back out for Nemec. Nemec into the zone. Bounces around, and Nelson, it's again, off of a skate, and opportunity comes the other way for Baker. Baker leaves on a cross, and opportunity comes the other way for Nemec. 1-on-2. She gets stick checked at the line. Longwell. Round opportunity here is thwarted by the North squad, and Reveille will carry it across center. Across the blue, and it'll be dumped in. They picked up, and Dolan, the go-ahead goal scorer, got and picked up. In front of the Central bench, a pile of red and gray converges, and out comes the red. The North squad will bring it in. Lily Randolph behind the net. Into the zone, Chappell. Chappell drop pass goes off of North stick. Patton. Get it back to Chappell. Bianculi couldn't get it, so Patton will get it along the near wall. Shot on, look for the tip in front. Martin gets a stick on it. Longwell. The puck will bounce that one up for Randolph. They'll go across. Cooper can't get to it, so opportunity comes back for Longwell. Longwell passes one out. She's going to get around one defender, can't get around the second. Martin gets the pass back. Opportunity coming away for Chappell. Alex Chappell comes in, gets around a defender. Nobody home. Up and cleared out. Carnes collects the puck and passes it out of the zone. They'll clear it off. Offside is the call. They'll regroup. Carnes will go behind. Has Safko along the half wall. Does not use the outlet. Waits for it. Throws one up. Past Klimek. It'll be dumped in. And North will regroup, bringing it back out. Bianculi. into the zone, shot on, save made. Out it goes, and Bincoli will leave it. Opportunity here the other way. Coming in on the backhand, shot scores! It's gonna be Kirch with her second of the night, and it is 3-1 North Squad. Face-off one back by the North Squad into their own zone. Mel. Kirch will collect it, and it'll be picked up. Petrella backhands it, but Sullivan is able to keep it in. Out comes the other way is Kirch looking for the Hattie. Comes in, lowers it on net, and it does go behind the net. Wait going behind, back up to the point. Down finds Kirch across looking for Petrella. Petrella in the near corner. She'll go in behind the net. They picked up, bounced back out to the point. Shot on by Weibel. Sullivan loses the puck going the other way to Kirch. And it's going to go back out. McCarthy collects it. McCarthy into the zone. On the backhand, throws a penalty coming up against the North Squad. They got a tripping call. It's going to be against Weibel. Freshman from Freeport. Power play coming up for the Central Squad, who are ironically 0 for 0 on the season. This is the first power play that I've seen today. Down for Dolan. North wins the faceoff. Cleared around. Nelson keeps it in, but it's going to be Longwell behind. Up for Hong. Hong bounces one out nicely. Opportunity coming the other way if she hurries. Hong into the zone, throws one across. Opportunity shot. Save made by Blackburn on Baker. Hong will get the pack behind the net. Battle back down, and here comes the Central Squad. 1:22 remaining in the power play. Nemec into the zone. Back out Nelson. At the regroup, get on side. McCarthy, nice play to get around a defender. McCarthy in, waits on the half wall, tries to get around. Hong separates the puck, goes back into the near corner. We cleared back up and out by Baker. Safko, 50 seconds remaining in the power play for the Central Squad. Skatena directly in front of us. We'll dump this one down. And it'll go in. Skatena tries to get muscle. It'll be McCarthy. McCarthy shot high. Goes wide. Dara Patton up on the half wall. Patton down for Skatena. Back up for Patton. She keeps it in nicely. Sorry with the angle there. Across Safko. Patton, shot just wide. McCarthy behind the net. Waits, sets up shop. Goes across, and it's going to go out of the zone. 1 minute remaining in the period, 10 seconds remaining in a power play. Safko. Across for Skatena, into the zone. Sophie Skatena. Back. Safko onto the puck. Sullivan up along the boards. Back down for Skatena in the near wall. 20 seconds to go in the period. Back McCarthy. Back up and across. Safko. Shot. Glove save. Willow Starkey. And a Planet's Netminder will hold on to it with 9.9 seconds remaining in the second period. Face-off coming up to the right of the senior from Mars. Face-off won by Central. They get back to the point. Shot's blocked. Kirsch will take it the other way. An opportunity coming the other way. Petrella, if she hurries. She's got no time left on the clock. We'll go to the third period with your score. 3-1 in favor of the North squad. We'll be back momentarily with your third period. Well, we're halfway to the most wonderful time of the year, but it's my most wonderful time of the year because I got all of the roster changes and the name updates and how to pronounce names, and I love getting yelled at whenever I'm out here. It's my favorite thing, if you haven't noticed. I just love when people come up and say that I made a mistake, which I'm okay with because I love it. So here we go. Just so you guys know at home for your updates, number 5 is actually Reagan Sullivan from Upper St. Clair. Number 19 is Jackie Sullivan from Shadyside Academy. It's Viola Adderholt wearing 21. And for the opposite side, it is Madison Kirsch. Madison Kirsch. I love being corrected. That is not sarcasm. I actually do enjoy it because if I make a mistake the entire season, it's not good. But it is 3-1 here at the Baierl Ice Complex in Warrendale. How did we get here? Madison Kirsch got her first goal of the campaign at the 13:54 mark of the first period, followed by Kayla McCarthy for Central to tie things up at 14:16. In the second, it was Natalie Dolan at 7:47, and Kirsch gets her second at 13:17, and it's 3-1. We're about ready to hit the face-off for that third period. Welcome back to the Baierl Ice Complex. The puck is dropped, and face-off won by the North squad. Up along is Carnes. Carnes with the puck, passes one out. The North squad has a hard time with it, so picked up by Central, and in comes McCarthy on the back end. Back across Dolan, up. Carnes will collect it, and it'll go off her stick and back into the zone. She'll go back in the near corner. Carnes across for McCarthy. It's a 1-1 defender, comes down in front of us, carries in the zone. McCarthy tries to backhand one across, picked up by Jackie Safko. Shot on, save made. Back down, McCarthy behind. Jackie Sullivan, not Safko. Quick pronunciation there, make myself look stupid. Back around, here comes Kirsch. Kirsch into the zone, coming across, looking for the hat trick, goes for Petrella instead. Petrella up along the half wall. Petrella is battled along and brought out, picked up by McCarthy. McCarthy will just take it in, dump it, and go for a change. Goes off Starkey, back into the near wall. Carried out by Longwell. She gets tipped around, and it'll be cleared in. Back up Longwell. Gets the puck up across for Hong. She'll dump one across, and Central will try to get it out, but kept in nicely by Longwell. It'll go back down and picked up by Weibel. Hong into the zone. Back out and dumped in by Weibel. Behind the net. Picked up by Hong. Nemec battles along back behind for Nelson. Nelson passes one out. It'll go back around, across for Nemec. Nemec into the zone. For Klimek. Klimek throws one out to the point, and it'll be off a skate and back in. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson into the zone. Waits, top of the circles. Nelson dumps one across. Blocked off of Baker. In the near corner. They'll battle off. Dara Patton lets that one go back down. Pass for Reagan Safko. Got out to the point for Klimek. Central plays one up off the far wall. Chappell brings one across the blue into the zone. Back out to the point. Patton shot. Was blocked. for Chapel. Up to the point for Safco. And in comes the North squad. It'll be dumped on net and held onto by Blackburn, and we'll have a face-off. 13:27 remaining in the third period. Central behind the net. Passes one out. Longwell tips in. Comes across. Opportunity here for Kirsch. Kirsch behind the net. Waits. Defender all over her, and it's going to be an opportunity here. Back to the point. Shot by Dolan, tipped in front. Goes back Kirsch. Has Longwell at the point. Uses the outlet. Longwell back for Kirsch. Patton along the half wall and out. Opportunity here coming in. It's McCarthy. Back down and picked up, cleared up for Safco. Longwell and along the half wall, and here comes the North squad coming the other way. It was Whitling. Whitling dumps one across, and it goes back behind. Up by Carnes. Carnes gets the puck out of the zone, and North will take it, dump it back in. They'll play Pong in front of me, making me move his camera 15 times. Longwell in the zone. Waits, shot, backhand. Oh, goes just wide. Net comes off. Blackburn stands her ground. 12:01 remaining in the third period. Face-off coming up to the right of Brady Blackburn. Baker behind the net, throws one in front, nobody home. Central will collect the puck, and the net will come off again. 11:55 to go. Batico will make sure that the net is secure, and will have a face-off to the left. Won by the Central squad, and out comes Reagan Sullivan. Brings one across, looking for the tip in front by Nemec. Out by Ola Adderholt. Along the half wall, back behind for Nemec. It'll be picked up by Weibel. Baker and Weibel will have a tough time with the Central forecheck. Back behind, Central jumping behind is Carnes. Back up for Carnes. Carnes throws one on down the center, and it's going to go to the point. Kept in by Sullivan. Weigel behind the net. Weibel up and past Rivet. And it'll be cleared past Carnes and into the zone. For Chapel, that Carrick Cougars C on her shoulder. Of course, the players get to have their high schools on their actual jerseys. Cooper into the zone. Cooper comes in, shot, save made by Blackburn. 10:37 remaining in the third period. It's still 3-1 North. Players from Shadyside Academy, Knock, Pine Richland, Taylor Alderdice, Upper St. Clair, the Pittsburgh Public School System, Bentworth, Freedom, and Oakland Catholic make up this Central squad this season. Shaking things up a little bit. For the North squad, it's North Allegheny, Seneca Valley, New Brighton, Freeport, Mars, and Crawford Central. Ellie Martin and collect it. Ellie Martin, I believe, is from Alderdice, if I could remember my rosters from last season. Kirch into the zone. Passes one around for Petrella. Petrella up to the point. Longwell. Back down. Nelson will dump this one around and out to Dolan. Dolan on the far wall. Goes one across, save, made, rebound, Blackburn save, rebound shot, just wide of the net, and net comes off. 9:23 remaining in the third period. Another face-off. Call it to the left of the sophomore from Bentworth, Brady Blackburn. They're going to give it to the right. They're going to call it to the right. Face-off one back. Safco. North will collect it back out to the point past Dolan, and Longwell will come back to collect. Back in, opportunity here. Shot on save made by Starkey off the mask and scores! Central gets back within one. Looks like it's going to be Jackie Sullivan with the goal at 9:05 remaining in the third period. It's passed, it'll pick up by Kirsch. Cross it goes. Out for Longwell. It'll be tipped. McCarthy couldn't play it. It's tied up with Petrella. Scatena. Along the half wall. Dolan in there. It'll be cleared back the length of the ice. And icing is the call. 8:31 remaining in the third period. Face-off coming up to the right. Of Willow Starkey. Reagan Sullivan has the puck taken off of her at the point and back out it goes. Opportunity coming the other way. Hong got behind the defense. Hong tied up by Sullivan. They'll battle in the near wall. It'll go back behind. Down is Adderholt. Passes it around. Recapped by Carnes, and out comes Nemec, a Pine Richland native. Nemec back out for Riddy. Riddy from Alderdice. Just leaves it out for Reagan Sullivan. Throwing across for Weibel. Weibel throws one that's picked up by Blackburn. She'll leave it for Nelson. Nelson passes it out. Past Riddy, and here comes Alex Chappell. Allie Chappell into the zone. Comes in, shot, save, made, rebound. Oh, just sits in front, nobody home. Opportunity here. Comes across, it'll be picked up by the North squad and out. For Lily Randolph, past her. Nelson. Behind the net, Susan Nelson. Passes one, waits for it, carries it in herself across the blue. Waits, gets around a defender. Cooper couldn't wait to stop her, so Nelson gets her own rebound back behind the net, and it'll be cleared up. Out by the red squad. Icing is waved off as Dilly. It's the puck behind the net. Abby Dilly belongs for Scatena. And it'll be an icing call with 6:26 remaining in the third period. 3-2 is your score. North leading Central here at the Baierl Ice Complex. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest on 10band.tv. You can find us on the Amazon Fire Roku apps on our own channel, Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, or you can just check it out on YouTube at Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Petrella picks up the face-off when it comes in on the backhand. Blackburn doesn't see it because the shot doesn't make it, so opportunity coming the other way is Zafko, who dumps that one in. McCarthy chases it down. Back down, and North will try to get it out of the zone. It goes past Patton. A little bit of pressure here from Whitlock. Back down, and Longwell will carry it in. Longwell in the backhand. Waits. Comes in. Throws one in front. Opportunity here for Petrella. Tries to find Reve, and it's going to be picked up and carried out by McCarthy. McCarthy has Sullivan to her right. Waits, thinks about it, goes back into the near corner, far corner, back behind to the near corner. Petrella. Gonna come back out and picked up. Coming the other way is Kirsch. It'll come in, opportunity, scores! They're gonna call that a goal on the ice, and that will be a hat trick for Kirsch. 5:17 remaining in the third period. 4-2 is your score. I'm rewatching it now. I'm seeing what's going on with this one. I won't get it in before the face-off, so Nemec dumps this one in. North leading 4-2 now on the hat trick goal by Kirsch. Back out it goes. Adderholt just leaves it go back in for the North team. Back for Reve. Reve picks up the puck. Carrying it up. Out, here we go. Riddy looking for Adderholt. Dolan will collect it. She takes the puck in front of the net. 4:27 remaining in regulation. Look out for Dolan. Dolan in. Waits behind. Throws one on for Baker. Couldn't finish it up. Baker's going to get it back on a nice play by Dolan. Dilly behind the net. Waits, throws one up for Adderholt, but it's going to be picked up by the oncoming defender. Nelson battles off. Remember the North squad on the far wall. Adderholt. Behind the net. And bouncing out and cleared the length of the ice. Chasing it down as Mel, but she won't get to it. 3:37 remaining in the third period. 4-2 is your score. We had a final out of Palmer Imaging Arena as Northeast defeats East 4-1 in their debut game. Zahorchek had 2 goals in that contest. Plastino and Lazaro had a goal each for the Northeast squad after LeBlanc opened up the scoring. Central will collect it behind the net. And it'll go back out to the point. Be dumped behind. Ella Venters taking the loss in the contest for the North squad. I'm sorry, for the East squad. Kobe Soltis, the winner for the Northeast team. Behind the North squad. This one dumps one across. Looking for Whitling. Kirsch had to wait for it to cut onside, so Central will collect it. Chapel waits, and Kirsch around, separated for Ellie Martin. Martin into the zone. Gets separated from the puck and picked up by the North squad. Out it goes by Patton. Chapel across. Opportunity here. Nice pass to get it over to Sullivan. Jackie Sullivan waits for the shot. Nice by Scatena. And out comes the North squad. Back into the zone, Renata Petrella. Scatena gets it and brings it back into the zone, but the North squad will collect, and here they come the other way. Kirsch tries to get around a defender. Can't do so. So she'll bring it in on the backhand. Shot save made. Rebound. Petrella, hard slap shot on Blackburn. She holds on to it. 1:37 to go in regulation. 4-2 is your score. Face off one back. We'll tie up the central defender. For Sullivan, it's going to be picked up by Rivet. Back out for McCarthy. McCarthy throws one up along for Scatena. They get offside. Had Sullivan, but it's going to be picked up. And going the other way is Eve Cooper. Cooper tries to get around the defender. And out they go. Here comes McCarthy. Opportunity for Sullivan. Save made by Starkey. Sullivan back down. Down wrong. Waiting for it is Sullivan. Coming back down. It'll be cleared up by the North squad. 37 seconds remaining in regulation. Central trying to get back within 2. They're leaving Blackburn in the net. 25 to go. Back down. McCarthy. Gonna play directly in front of us. Sullivan will let it go back in. 13 to go in regulation. They'll battle in the neutral zone. Carnes with Cooper. Back into our own zone. Cooper will dump it up for Biancoli. And Carnes up for Sullivan, and that will do it. First game of the 2023 PIHL Girls Division goes to the North squad on a hat trick by Madison Kirsch. I'd like to thank you for joining me here at the Baierl Ice Complex. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest on 10band.tv. We'll get the handshake line, and then we will be back next week. The matchup, check out the schedule on the PIHL website. I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.